Hey!
We're back.
We are so back. Welcome to Air Quality's podcast. I'm Abby,
I'm Javell.
and we're here to give you the hottest tea on culture, society, and entertainment. Let's get into it.
Yes. What's up?
Oh,
How you feeling?
God. I hurt all over.
Body, yaddy.
Oh, I'm getting old, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think it's that. Those were some long days. We just got back from Texas, as you guys already know.
We tried to do it in Texas. It was impossible.
Yeah.
The schedule was just not in our favor.
We still went to some fun places, though.
We did have some fun, but we basically orbited AT&T Stadium the entire time. We really did not leave.
Pretty much. Yeah, not until the last day. Everything was literally right around the stadium, so.
And I'm sad that it's sad that it rained, but we probably spent like an hour in the stockyards in Fort Worth. Was it Fort Worth?
Yeah, it was Fort Worth.
What a cute little spot.
Yeah, everything was really cool over there. I wish I would have, got some cups.
Yes.
I had left my cup.
Oh, you gotta
okay.
get your cut to show it off. But it was a really cute little shop. It looked like locally owned. They had these wine slushies. Whoa, wine slushies for like $8, and you got to keep the souvenir cup. So this is my one souvenir I brought home, and I'm super happy. I was shocked. They didn't tell me that they were color changing.
Oh, yeah. Let me put some liquid in there. Speaking of, now that you mention that.
Oh, yeah?
Color changing.
Yeah.
I have a surprise for you.
You do?
Yeah, memory from the weekend. You
Oh
ready?
my God, I'm so ready. What could it be?
It's a memory.
Okay.
To remind you of all the fun stuff we did this weekend.
I'm scared.
In my little handy dandy bucket. Imagine. Pop, pop, pop.
I know that bucket.
The reveal.
Oh, no, you did not.
Yes, I did.
You, no.
Yep. Here we are.
Beatbox. Beatbox, juicy mango flavor. And this is, it says, contains alcohol.
It contains alcohol.
World's tastiest party punch. Best served chills. Thank you. Very chilled.
Yeah, put it in the freezer.
Are these they're not all iced teas? Did I miss that?
No, they're not. Some of them are juices, yeah. The only iced tea one is the iced tea one. But this is pink lemonade, so I was going to let you choose which one you wanted, then I'll drink the other one, and we're going to see how we feel at the end of the podcast.
I'm definitely done after this podcast for the day.
Ready, player one?
I want to try them both. I feel like we should taste test.
Okay.
Real quick. This also episode's kind of probably be a little off the chain and not have a little normal schedule.
Yeah.
Thank you to the people. Oh, thank you. Thank you to who responded to us about Texas. Oh,
you changed colors.
yes. Mango's not bad.
It's not bad.
No, the aftertaste is giving like
Fruit juice.
it like melted popsicle.
Yes. Okay, the orange popsicle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, you know how sometimes I don't like to eat my freezy pops like completely solid, like rock solid. I like them a little slushy-y. That's what it's kind of given. Though I'm a blue girly pop kind of person.
That was not bad either.
That one's going to kill me.
You think so?
Yep. Mango all day for me.
All right, well, there we go.
Sorry.
Pour it up.
That one, all right. Cheers. Thank you. I didn't drink one of the... No, wait, we did. We passed around one the first day after work. By the way, we did not drink on work. That we don't do that. That would have gotten nothing done.
True.
And then,
Cheers.
Cheers. Ah! I've never seen these in Chicago.
Refreshing. Oh, I see them at the 7-Eleven all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm turning sideways.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Here we go. 11%. Let's see how it goes.
Committed. Boy. Yep. We're going to see how this goes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the weekend. I don't even know where to start. So I flew separately from you. We did
Correct.
Southwest, which was new kind of ish for me. I've only done it once before.
Same. I've only flown Southwest once, and that was to Orlando.
Oh, okay, yeah. And they were nice. They were easy-ish. I was confused about I guess when you check in is like the number you can get on the plane. Like there's boarding A, B, and C, and they have like numbers 1 through 25 and then 26 to 50. And travel partner Kit, shout out Kit, told me to check in immediately, but usually I wait with the other airlines. And so I got into B-25. So I was like the second group to board, and so I was able to seat row 11, and nobody else sat next to me.
Nice.
It was great because I could just get off the plane, marched.
You're on the way there.
Oh, on the way there, yeah.
Okay.
But like one of the last to get on, usually, and then one of the first to get off. That was great.
Nice. That's not bad.
Yeah.
On the way there, I was sitting next to somebody, but it was really funny because I had never met most of the people that we're working with, so it was really cool to like. Somebody was talking about work stuff, and I'm like, I know those terms, so they have to be going to the same spot as me. But I'm like, I don't know any of these people, so I can't say hello. But they were talking to the flight attendant like they knew the flight attendant, which was weird to me.
Did they ever clarify that if they did know them?
It was.
Oh,
yeah, it was
cool.
It was Shannon.
It was Shannon.
Yeah.
There's two. That's Shannon.
Baker.
Yeah.
And then Shannon, the manager.
Shannon manager. Yeah, Shannon manager. Oh God, this is already gonna. I already can tell that this is gonna be. And I actually explained to you.
Why are you drinking it so fast?
I'm thirsty. Here.
Drink some water.
I actually told you the story about coming back to Chicago. I didn't tell you the story of us actually getting into the Love Airport, which was very easy, by the way. Love Midway, everything was so fast, and that's something I don't usually travel Midway. I usually go to O'Hare, but it was fabulous. Okay. How quick it was. They let you keep your shoes on, which I love.
I've heard about that. So at Fort Worth, they were letting some people keep their shoes on and some not. But the line was so long, there was only one person working. And I was like, what is going on here? And it was like they were doing
security.
Yeah, they were doing like one person from regular line, one person priority, and I'm like, what's the purpose of having priority if they're just gonna make you wait anyway?
I've got a picture for you actually at the Love Airport.
It was empty.
No security line at all.
A ghost town.
None. I was shocked, but I guess it was Monday. My flight was delayed a little bit. Actually, I didn't get back on the flight. I didn't get on the flight with Kit and Hector. I had to check, so I was missing that flight anyway. And then I was like, well, I'm fully prepared for, a couple hour wait. I'm so tired. I literally couldn't care less. And then they're like, okay, your flight's in 50 minutes. And I was like, this is awesome. I was so happy.
That's not bad.
I had to get a little food. Thrilled to see a Chili's. Had a Cinco de Mayo chili margarita.
What was the little shaker container they gave you?
It was I almost asked if I can keep it. But
I thought they would let you keep it.
I should have. I wasn't, again, down to one brain cell. But the guy, at one point, I thought I had to board. And I was like, can I make it to go so I can eat it on the plane? And he packed it so nice with all the ramekins, with all the sides. I didn't ask. I was just like, I need some chicken tenders. I need you to put the fried food into my belly for me if you could surpass the whole chewing situation. Yeah, I'm tired.
I'm dead. Is that the same chicken tenders you ate this morning?
Oh, yes, it was. I saved those for sure. My body might not like it, but I personally loved it.
I hate when that happens.
I know.
My body definitely have different ideas than me because my body like the spiciness is so good.
It's so good.
Until it's not.
Tums are our friends now.
That Tums don't do anything for my ass. My booty hole.
Oh, copy that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tums, maybe if you're in the market for, maybe like a cream or something to help,
Stop the burning.
Someone please help.
Stop the fire.
Help.
There's a fire.
There's a fire.
Fire in the hole. Deadass.
That could have been our episode name, but you named it last night and I forgot what it was. Ooh. Better late than never?
Better late than never.
That was it, yep.
It still could be Fire in the Hole, Better Late Than Never.
We might have to have...
That could be a long title.
Yeah, we'll do a little parentheses.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so let's talk more about the festival. So we got in Thursday. We went to a Rangers game at Globe Life Stadium.
Great stadium.
Great stadium. Can seat 40,000 people. I was talking to all the security guards, and they gave me some history lessons, and I loved it. We walked around a bit. It's 111 feet tall, and supposedly, and it has a retractable roof that takes 12 or 20 minutes to open and close. But they've only done it once, from what I understand. And it was like a season opener.
Gotcha.
And I understand why there's covered stadiums in Texas. Boy, it got hot.
It got hot.
Saturday it was so
really
hot.
windy too.
Mm-hmm.
It's always like, no wonder they get tornadoes. Like the wind is like windy.
I asked them, I was like, do you guys get tornadoes around here? And they're like, not here in this area, but Texas does get
Texas definitely
plenty.
does.
Flash thunderstorms were definitely more frequent than I thought. But that was apparently their rainy season.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did have to evacuate the festival and go sit inside the stadium for the AT&T Stadium for what, 3 hours?
3 hours.
3 different times.
3 different times. It was super close. The staff was pretty helpful. They helped us get water. Yeah. I also talked to the staff at the AT&T Stadium, and I was like, we were trying to figure out what to do Monday because our flights were so late. We wanted to stay later because Six Flags was there, and we didn't really realize that it is closed Monday through Thursday.
Correct.
Yes.
When school's not out. So if school's still in, then they're closed because kids got to go to school, and kids are normally the ones that work there. Mm-hmm. And they do the J1 thing like we do at work, so they also have to wait for those people to get there to have enough staff.
Oh, yeah, all the working visas?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Not bad, though.
I was talking to the security guards, and they said you could take stadium tours Monday through Friday from 11 to 4. The tours are usually about 30 to 45 minutes long. Oh. And they told me to come back in the summer when they put out the turf because it was completely empty. They had the curtains up. They just got done with Kendrick Lamar and SZA, and they're getting ready for the Post Malone concert.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And then they said, they were really excited, and they were telling me next was like the bull riding shows.
Oh yeah, the rodeo is going to be there.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome.
The locals seem very excited for that, which I bet that sounded like a blast.
I would go watch.
Same.
I would watch rodeo.
Same.
Want to be a cowboy,
boy, baby.
But yeah, I mean, we had 3 days of work. Music was good. DJ Pauly D was probably my favorite.
Really?
I just love Pauly D.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Everybody was very excited about him.
I love that in his intro is the intro for the TV show. Get crazy, get wild, have a party, get loud.
Really?
Want to have fun and do
something. I missed that completely.
Yeah. Wow.
I think the third, okay. Nope, I don't think I peeped anybody on Sunday. I was just tired and just working. I did 26,973 steps, which came out to 9.8 miles.
Yeah.
That day.
Everybody was in their boots and their hat and their boot cut jeans. I'm making me some boot cut jeans because they were fitting.
They were. Those looked real great. Yeah, you definitely need to get them. They make everybody look amazing.
And their boot cut jeans. Everybody was out to the nines. This is my little accent.
Do they call them boot cut jeans for the cowboy boots or for the booty?
I think it's boot.
I know, but
for the shoes.
But that could be short for booty.
No, it's for the shoes.
I know. I'm just being silly.
Like why? That's why they wide. The other wide is just because they from Texas and everything big in Texas.
A lot of barbecue in Texas. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Pauly D was great. From the what I could hear. Yeah. Back there.
The crowd was going wild.
Crowd was going wild.
I went out. I was like, I'm gonna get closer. Let me go give these people some water.
Oops. Oh, God. I'm gonna be hitting the microphone a lot today. Let me adjust real quick. I liked Tanner Dell.
She was great.
I saw her 2 years ago. She looked awesome. I liked her bedazzled jeans, and that looked like there was slits on the side for the lace up, and they were cool. And her set was fun.
I wish she was like later on in the night when more people had got there. I think she was a little early, in my opinion.
She was early.
I understand
Smoke Out in Chicago too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think people here get there early. Like they're trying to avoid the sun. Like the sun is like beaming. So not a lot of people were trying to be out in the middle of the day, and it was the first time. So I feel like if they do it again, hopefully
Yeah. Well, I think also we were the side that was closest to the sun. It was directly hitting us.
That's true. Well, when the morning
R.I.P.
would go
Caps.
around us. Burnt.
Oh, crispy.
Not mine. Permanently tans.
Yeah, the festival, I didn't really know. I'm not the biggest country music fan. I'm a huge country music fan of the fans. They were so incredibly nice.
They were.
I really had a great time.
Somebody said they didn't have the same experience, but I was like, I don't know.
What do you mean?
They said on the other side it wasn't that nice. I don't know.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah. You get what you can't choose them all. I don't know. Pokemon? I don't know.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah. But hey, they got air conditioning, so deal with the crazies.
That
and the air conditioning.
That sounds so
some
nice.
people got to be lucky and get some nice cool air, no sun, fully covered. I'm not mad at it.
The operation though, the festival. So this was the first year for Lone Star Smokeout in Texas, put on by our company. We work for Let's Entertain You, and I literally was shocked when I saw it. It was up. I don't know how quickly they put the whole thing up, and it looked just like they picked it up from, the United parking lot and just set it right into the AT&T parking
exactly
lot.
the same.
It did, and I guess it is. I guess that is all their things that they keep in storage. So they have a whole team ready to take it down, set it up, and then everything had to be out by what was it, Monday, 7 a.m.?
Yeah.
Insane. Those people are some of the hardest working people in the industry.
As soon as the show was done, everything was breaking down. They were going too down, done.
I found them at the end of my shift on Sunday because somebody tasked me. We had to open another box of cookies. There was a bunch of the kids
around asking for cookies.
Yeah.
One of the little girls had the cookies sitting at the bottom of the stairs, and she asked me if I wanted a cookie. I'm like, no, it's okay. It's okay. I knew where to get those cookies.
She was passing out cookies to everybody. It was so sweet. But I found the guys with the trucks, and I was like, you guys want some cookies? And they loved them.
Really?
Those chocolate chip cookies after a really hard 2 days of work really hit in a way that I never thought possible.
We were snacking.
There
was some good food.
So good.
Good food.
Shout out the pit masters at B&B. What they say they were a suburb B&B pit masters. Shoot, B&B barbecue. No, they were some of the kindest people.
Yeah.
They gave me a brisket taco.
I had the ribeye.
I did not have the ribeye.
I think I had something else too. One of the days. It was good. Everything was good.
Everything was so good.
Apparently, they had different pit masters on the other side.
Oh.
Yeah, so they got different food than us.
Interesting. There was about 10 different barbecue places from around the United States too. They had Pappy's, which I forget, is it St. Louis or Arizona, which I had at the Smokeout last year. That was really good. Yeah, they had that.
I can't even remember the names of the people that I had. I just remember that when I went out there to get some food, almost everything was sold out, which is really good for them.
Yeah.
Because, people were,
Yeah, well, I think
doing the thing.
Texas people, I think they really like good music and good food. Very simple.
Yeah.
Very straightforward. And I
whiskey and tequila.
Let me say,
and beer.
Whiskey, tequila, beer.
That's it.
Yep. I was shocked there wasn't as many. There's some vodka drinkers, but it was more whiskey than I thought.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I wasn't surprised by the whiskey part. I was surprised that nobody drank gin. I probably made 10 gin drinks the whole weekend.
Interesting. I don't know if gin and festival have a thing. I don't know if I think
people just like what they like.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But sometimes a gin and tonic is it's weirdly refreshing.
They were doing gin and soda.
Gin and soda?
Yeah. Tonic has sugar in it.
Yeah, but there's something about the bitterness to it, the quinine.
It depends. Honestly, it depends on what gin for me, because I'm not a big gin drinker. So if it's Sipsmith or Roku or
Roku is
Monkey
the
47,
juniperiest one of them all.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say what I don't like. I don't like some of the other ones. So
I know which ones you're talking about. Some of them kind of taste like cucumbers.
I like cucumbers. I just don't like the way. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
Maybe I don't like the cucumber and alcohol taste. I don't know.
Here's another thing too, gin, which has such a vast flavor profile, also depending on style. I think there's a right and wrong type of gin for cocktails. I would never do a Hendrix dirty martini. To me, that's a little strange with the olive brine and the cucumber. And I'm not judging. This is just from personal preference. I like a nice London dry gin, something less complicated with my brine, because I really just want the saltiness. And I'm just not really a vodka drinker.
I'm not a dirty martini drinker, so you can eat for either one.
I like swamp water. But Hendrix in a gimlet.
Yeah,
ooh,
amazing.
That.
Yeah.
Or a daiquiri slaps. Yeah. I could drink that all day.
Yeah, the Monkey 47, the Sipsmith, the Roku. I feel like those are cocktail gins.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Hendrix too. But the other ones, I'm like, I can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes, you know what you like.
Yeah.
And I would say, if you are, what just happened? Oh, great.
I don't know, but when I was in high school, I used to sneak my mother's Tanqueray. Into AP chemistry, and I would be. She didn't know, but the bottle just slowly started getting lower and lower. But AP chemistry, I was getting lit.
I never did that at school.
Oh yes.
I did.
Taking a little juice bottle.
Okay, Snoop.
Junior year, gin and juice.
Gin and juice action. Yeah, that song probably inspired a lot of people, a lot of kids, honestly, to try that out.
Probably why I don't like gin now, because it wasn't good, but it got us through AP chemistry. Let's go.
Did you pass? Did you get your? I think you got to get a 3 on the exam.
I did have to take chemistry again for one semester. Only one semester I didn't pass.
Do you know what's funny? I actually failed half of my chemistry class in high school. I was just so busy. I was my senior year, is my second to last semester, and I became a teacher aide for earth science. I loved earth science. Chemistry just totally went over my brain. I was like, I'm never gonna use this.
All of my AP classes, I did not pass. It wasn't. So they both happened to be before lunch, and I never ate breakfast. So when I had AP American History, the teacher, I'm sorry, not the teacher. It has nothing to do with the teacher, but it was like I had the last period of lunch. So that means I've gone the whole day, and the very last period that they do for lunch, which was like 7th period, and our last period of the day is 8th period. So I had lunch 7th period.
Oh my goodness.
So I went 6 classes, nothing to eat, and when I tell you, the door was in the back of the class, and I was in the front of the class, but I was always the first person out the door.
I'm not surprised.
First person out the door.
Never, not surprised.
Lunchroom on 3rd floor, 5th person in line.
Is that how you became such a fast walker?
Yes, because I was on the ground floor. Lunch was on the 3rd floor. I'd be the 5th person in line.
I don't know if anybody has physically seen Javell walk through a crowd, but I have had to increase my little leg speed, and I got short legs, to just keep up behind him. But we also are very fast, especially when we go to theme parks. Our walk is walking.
Gotta get in line. Mm-hmm. Gotta be next.
Indeed.
Not trying to wait.
Nope. Because then there's plenty of waiting once you actually get there.
Yeah.
No time wasted, especially when we went to Orlando. What was it, last year?
Yeah.
Oh, it was only last year. And we did
all
4 Disneys. Orlando.
In one day.
It was
and we planned it. So we went to Animal Kingdom first, right? We felt like that was going to be the one that we didn't have a lot that we needed to do there. So we went to Animal Kingdom first. And then we figured out that actual Disney closed the latest. So we made sure that was last. And then after Animal Kingdom, we went to Hollywood Studios. And then after Hollywood Studios, we went to Ep.5 because we're like, if we're going to do Around the World or attempt to do Around the World, did not do Around the World. But we went there after that, but we definitely got lit. And then after that, we did Disney World. It was nice, and you could take pictures in front of the castle at night, which is always glowing and lit up. But it's just definitely not as big as it looks on TV. I can tell you that. Which
is crazy because I used to work at the Disneyland one, and that one's just maybe a quarter of the size as the Florida theme park. And they don't. From what I remember from when I was 19 working at Disneyland in Anaheim, California, you learn a bunch of tidbits. And they, at the time, wouldn't change. And I think they did change it, a little things here and there, but they won't change it because that's the only park that Walt Disney physically walked through.
Makes sense.
You used to live, if you walk through the entrance, you see, the fire station to the left.
Oh, yeah, you said he lived above it, right?
Yep, and there's a little light there. And I think for VIP, I think it's VIP, or you can do any kind of tour, but, tours are, a separate experience. You can go up there.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. We ate at Disneyland, too, right? Or Epcot. We ate at Epcot.
Epcot, it was Italy.
Yeah.
Of all the places. I don't know why we chose Italy. It just seemed right.
Yeah.
I think at the time, it was just we just need food in the face immediately.
It wasn't great, but I've heard people have good experiences at it, so I was like, maybe it will be fine. But I think that was supposed to be the best one in the park, if I'm not mistaken.
Quality that we've heard from people. Yeah. I think I got the gnocchi, and I asked the lady, and I think she said that was the only noodle that was made in-house, and I was like, done.
Yeah.
Well, let me try that.
Original, yeah.
Yeah, and it was actually I ate it all. I did.
I think I ate all my pasta. I don't remember what I got. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't remember. Did I get the chicken parm?
I thought Kyle did.
He might have got the chicken.
It was
parm.
huge.
I
was just
going
to
say.
say.
It was 2 or 3 pieces or something. It was huge.
Pounded so thin. Some of it looked like it was coming off the edge of the plates. But, yeah. Today's definitely going to be a rant day. This can be, our air it out, I guess.
Which is what I thought it would be. Yeah,
right.
For sure. Because we're definitely going on vacation talk mode. But,
yep.
Back to Texas.
Texas.
Because outside of the festival, we also went some other places. We went to a couple bars and maybe a strip
You
club.
can call that. I was gonna say you can call them bars.
It is a bar.
There's bars inside.
That was a special event. I showed you the flyer. It said that was going on from April 28th to May 5th.
Oh.
They normally wear like black shirt and like a black skirt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they were wearing lingerie.
Yes.
This place is called Ojos Locos, which is crazy eyes in Spanish if you don't know. But
No, I didn't.
Really?
No, I didn't think about it.
Yeah, it's crazy
I'm not
eyes.
gonna lie.
And it's like a Hispanic version of Hooters. I don't know if Hispanic is the right word though. Latin version of Hooters? I don't know.
Sure.
They had every Latin American flag up there, so I'm going to say a Latin version of Hooters. Central America and South America, because I don't know if they had a Brazil flag, but it was music playing in Spanish. The girls were walking around in their lingerie, and when I say lingerie, I mean lingerie.
They were all so beautiful.
Yeah, and their thongs and bralettes and bras and.
Yeah, they look great.
I was shook.
I would have been nervous personally if I was a bartender and had to do that.
When I first walked in, I was like, is this normal? Is this how this normally goes down? But, I mean, I'm sure all the dudes there loved it. They were packed every single night.
Oh, yeah. I really thought that you guys were at the restaurant, the place across the street from us, but it wasn't necessarily across the street. When I walked in the El Toro place, there was a full-blown mariachi band going off
Really?
in the front.
There was karaoke going on.
No, there was like people with random instruments all over the place.
The tuba
and I was like, trying to look over the tuba to see if you were at the bar. And she was like, yeah, you can walk around and see if your friends are here. And they weren't. And then I was walking out, and the manager's like, everything okay? And I was like, I'm sorry, I want to hang out with you guys. He's like, you should just stay. And so they were really inviting, and I'm sad I didn't make it that night. I was just 2 minutes too late. And
yeah,
rules are rules.
She came to Ojos Locos, but they had already did the last call, so they wouldn't let her in.
Yeah, which is fine. I got caught up talking to so many people. I met so many cool people on this trip.
Ojos Locos, the shots were like this big. Huge shots. I was like, I don't think I'm going to survive. But I did.
You live to tell the tale.
There you go.
But let's not just gloss over the fact that Javell went to his first strip club.
Female strip club.
And I gotta say that it was the clubbiest strip club I've ever been to.
I felt like
there was no poles, which was confusing to a few people.
There was a stage, and there was women, and some of them were taking their tops off.
Again, all beautiful.
Yeah, some taking their tops off, but nobody was like dancing.
There wasn't a routine, shaking. I would say.
It was like a lot of shaking.
And I wouldn't even. I don't know if twerking was even the right word.
No, they were shaking like. I was like, oh, okay. This is interesting. I did not get a lap dance, so don't worry.
They tried. They
tried. The boys tried. The boys that we met, they tried, and I was like, not the one, not today. And
then they were pretty darn close, though. But at 2 a.m., it was a hard cutoff. And the little ladies got their things and purses, and they were out.
Mm-hmm. They were carrying little purses around, putting their little cash in. I was like, get it, girl. I did before I figured out that you weren't behind me.
What?
Before I figured out you weren't behind me when we got in the club. So Abby needed a man to come into the club. They would not let any women in.
Yep.
By themselves. You had to come with a guy. Probably because they didn't recognize you, maybe. I'm sure there was a table full of ladies. She
questioned our friendship. She's like, you just let him leave you? And I'm like, I didn't know that he had to be with me.
Yeah, like I know you have free admission. There's no reason for me to stick around and wait for you to come in. You give him the little ticket, and I thought you just come right through the door. I didn't know you needed to escort. Like, what the hell?
And then I made him escort me.
I came back and got them. Then we went in.
Shout out the people we went to who bought the beers. That was really sweet. That really helped in decision making of attending.
Darwin, Fernando, Carlos. Love them all.
Yes.
I can't remember the older gentleman's name, though.
Steve.
He was awesome, too.
Steve, Joey, Mary.
Oh, yes, Joey and Mary. Joey disappeared at one point. I don't know where he went.
I don't know. I never saw the end of him.
Yeah, he was there the next morning when I went to clock in, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you did survive last
night.
I
slapped him. Oh, I was like, hey, because I don't think nobody recognized me the next day without my glasses on. And he just kind of looked at me.
Oh, you don't recognize people without their glasses on. You want to talk about that?
Oh, I'm getting blinder by the day.
I know, but remember you didn't recognize Tony.
Oh, my goodness. Sorry, I just yelled into the microphone. One of our work friends that was not just I met him on this trip, and we had a team of 10 people.
Yeah.
I would say. He was on our team, And he just, your festival gear, which if you do festivals, you have specific clothes you wear to be comfortable, to move around, you know, professional. When we saw him out, he cleans up so nice.
I assumed so.
He's like, she never flirted with me when we were at work, but he was very handsome. I flirt with everybody, for the record. I want everybody to feel special.
Yeah, he was. I know him. I don't know him, but I've probably heard his. I've known his brother for like 10 years, so I probably.
Also wild.
Yeah, that
very
was,
wild.
Because they had just literally a week or two before that they had just told me, oh yeah, he's like my brother works at Portofino and he works here, and I was like, yeah, I've never seen this person. And he looks like him. So I was like, no, I've never seen him 3 years. I didn't know. But now he's working somewhere else. So
yeah,
he's not in the building yet.
We're gonna come visit you.
Yeah. I didn't tell him this, but I think he was my server once at his new job.
Oh, I think I've seen him before too.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like there's certain places where the staff kind of sticks around. I think I've actually had him at Portofino.
Oh really?
I think so. Because, if you're a bartender, you have, like, the same location where you get your garnishes and, make your juices and stuff like that, so.
I'm just so shocked that in 3 years we never crossed paths. Even I worked their opening party for the new place, and I'm like, how do I not remember you?
Javell, you have some of the biggest friend networks of anybody I've ever met in my entire life.
That is true.
I'm not going to lie. It's one of the things I noticed about him. Everywhere he goes, there's people that know you.
It's weird because I don't feel like I know that many people.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
Your birthday party had like 30 people at it.
I needed.
And it wasn't even like a real planned thing.
Yeah.
We just kind of like, let's do this. Shout out Truce. Shout out Rami.
Shout out Rami.
We miss Truce. You. We gotta come visit you soon.
Definitely.
I need a hoodie.
I didn't even know they were available until I seen a coworker with it, and then I also.
They're really cool.
Need a coffee mug.
I do too.
I don't drink coffee, but I want a mug.
Can I do like dishes for you for a morning for a coffee mug and hoodie? That would be so nice.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, a little work trade.
Maybe you'll let us record there one day. They have seats that we can sit in.
Oh, yes. One day we should talk about mobile podcast.
We were supposed to record
we were going
in Texas, but we couldn't.
It wasn't going to happen on the clock either. There's just absolutely no way.
I mean, that would have been fun. The microphone, just like have a microphone and have a camera set up when we're behind the bar talking.
Let me check. Let me see if I can get permission for that. So I don't think I would just want to willy nilly do it just in case.
I think with the offsite thing, it would have been, whatever. But
well, there's always next year because it seems like there's going to be a next year.
Yeah, I'm excited. Oops. Hopefully we go back. What are you doing?
I just keep hitting my head on the microphone. I'm sorry.
Big
you guys. This today, even for me to come over here, was a massive struggle.
Yeah, we were. I'm like, the day is beautiful. I want to go outside, but here I am playing cat and mouse with Abby, trying to get her to come over. This is kind of refreshing.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's gonna get me drunk though.
11. There's still. I mean, we didn't pour it all out in here, did we?
I thought you did. I thought that's why it was so low. That makes more sense. No, mine's gone.
What? How far are
Did
you?
you hear that?
Yes.
I'm empty.
Well, you can't have my.
Oh, this is like ASMR.
It's gonna be fun for the people who only listen. Which thank you people for being patient and tuning into the Spotify. I've gotten feedback. You guys are great. We love you so much.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm happy we're finally on Spotify. I'm working on the Apple Music thing, so give me time because I haven't had it. So give me more time.
The podcast is staying now. I messed up.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really still don't know what that is, but I think they like fix things for you. So I think we should just try to figure it out.
No. So they the episodes that I uploaded. So actually, we should be using because they'll give me links for the Spotify, so I don't have to download it. I don't have to put the podcast directly on Spotify. I can get it on the podcast. I'll get the link with the enhanced sound that they took. It took about an hour. I'm gonna have to save up money for a better computer. I need a better processing system because it's taking so. And if you have any comments or have knowledge about this, because everything I'm just learning on the go, let me know. But it's been taking hours to upload certain things.
That makes sense. Yeah, you probably gotta invest in some.
So tonight
we're getting to a better spot. So
I'm just gonna be tonight I'm just gonna be watching
We'll just
baseball and editing, but it's gonna take all night because it takes forever to load. But that sounds perfect for me to just sit and edit and baseball.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
420 probably.
Probably 1,000%.
Yeah.
The joints need it so bad.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
anything more? Let's anything more about Smokeout in Texas? Oh,
Want to talk about it?
not really.
No. Okay. We won't. Texas was fun.
Texas was fun.
We all had our moments. Thirsty Thursdays.
More like tired Thursday. I closed the
Yeah.
night before. And
True.
if we folks, if we travel together, I'm gonna need you to tell me times. Otherwise, I'm probably not gonna travel with you ever again. I stay up all night. I'm just so ready. I'm like, well, I don't know what time we're leaving for the airport. I don't know what time to set my alarm.
I mean, I think you always assume 2 hours before.
I just don't know. Because I feel like, I don't know. It's hard sometimes for me to wake up. Especially, like, thank God Saturday was a 1 p.m. call for me personally because my alarm just was supposed to be at 10:30, never went off. Or I just rolled over and turned it off, which has happened to me before. So
That's what
I'm
happened to
just
me today.
extra,
We were leaving almost.
Yeah. Like, it's all set. It went off, but I just, in a whole different brain, will just turn it over and turn it off.
Dead. Nice. Yeah. So we got to meet up with a friend. Also, I don't know. I'm randomly going back to meeting up with Joey.
Oh, that was special.
Yeah. So somebody we used to work with for other like events like Art Basel, and so we did some pop up thing at Coachella. He just moved to Dallas, and I literally one moment that I had to check some social media, seeing that he just moved to Dallas, and I was like, I'm gonna text him so we can hang out on Monday. It really sucks that we only got to hang out for a small period of time.
Maybe like 20 minutes.
It was longer. It was longer than it was when he came to
Oh,
Chicago,
yeah.
though.
But he was there longer.
Yeah.
We just happened to be working the whole time.
Yeah, that's true. Probably could have got him in. I didn't think about that. I mean, but he wouldn't have known anybody, so I don't know.
Right?
It's like I don't want to just be like standing around, just like
Yeah.
known. I don't want
Like-
you to be like feel like you have to just like stand by me. He would explore. Actually, he's one of those people who would go explore.
Oh,
honestly,
great.
because he meets people easily.
I'm glad that some people just know what to do. They
Yeah.
understand the assignment.
For sure, he would go out and explore the fairgrounds. It's not a fair; it's a festival ground.
Yeah.
He would go out and explore. So
I think that's what
Next
Hector
time.
did. He seemed like he had a great time.
Hector had already been to the stockyards before we did.
Oh, that's right.
So that's why he was telling us where to go. He's like, "There's nothing in here," and I was like, "Oh no,
Brilliant.
I gotta bring up something because it was messing with me the whole time."
What?
The people who were into the taxidermy, I can't get into it. Oh my gosh, I seen a lion. Lion's like my favorite animal in the entire world. I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry.
That was rough. Well, I think the store that we chose didn't have any political affiliation, so that was a big one for us. So
Oh yeah, we went into one store and it was like this random unmanageable person. That is an acronym for his name. They had his name on all these hats, and
but we were just passed right by. Like this other place was just like cute little Texan things. It just was like, I don't know. It wasn't. I didn't. You
Yeah.
know.
they had some things too that I liked. And then I got to the hat section and I seen that, and I was like, anybody who would put this obviously has a reason that they have this in there.
Yes, absolutely.
So I immediately said I told everybody we gotta go. I didn't tell them why. I just said we gotta go. And if they did ask me why, I was like, just read that line right there. Because I wouldn't support it. I can't support it. I won't support it. I refuse. And I always said that I won't talk political in here, but I can't do that.
But also that store didn't have any taxidermy, so it was
Correct.
a double win. And so thank you for the slushie and the cool cups.
Yeah.
Awesome. Gonna keep these forever. Okay, it's growing on me. Oh, so another fun thing about the beatbox. So we were in a specific area, and those people did like their beer, whiskey, and with tequila, and so we didn't go through these at all. I don't think
The
people
first 2
knew.
days. The first 2 days.
Oh,
The last day, they ran through.
we sold out at the brunch. By the way, if you go to Smokeout, do the brunch, the barbecue brunch on Sunday.
Yeah, the Windy City one is in July.
July. Yep.
Ooh, it's gonna be hot.
I'm so excited. I usually only do a couple days, but I think manager Shannon, you got me for life, baby. I'll do anything for you.
I would do the whole 3 days. I don't.
Oh, and Allie.
Yeah, I'd be a little vacation. I'd probably do Saturday, Sunday. Kane Brown's on Saturday, and I want to see him. And then Sunday is just Sunday.
Yep. Sunday's fun.
Yeah.
It's a bit more of a relaxed atmosphere. People got to work the next day. That was something with our Cabana regulars that they turned up, I would say, like day drinking, but by the end, it was a very chill vibe.
For sure.
But it was great music. It was just like a good time, and I heard great feedback.
Yeah.
From the people who went.
Also, we had our friend was like, I hate Dallas, blah blah blah. Well, we were technically in Arlington, so that's also something you gotta be like. Well, we weren't technically in Dallas, but
Yeah.
It wasn't
Dallas
a problem.
Cowboys
I
are
didn't
in
have any problems.
Arlington.
I didn't have any, there was one person wearing a hat that I didn't care for, but other than that, everybody was very nice and proper and polite. Even the kids were nice and proper and polite. I was like, this is great.
I've been never called ma'am more times in my life.
Yep, ma'am, sir.
Please and thank yous.
Please and thank you. Thank you so much.
Even aw.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and they put the emphasis on the you a lot.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. No, I can't wait to go back. I can't wait for next year.
I'm into it.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, and the same crew? Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah. We were listening to some Beyonce in the stadium, even though she's not going to perform there.
I don't know if I'm cursed for festivals, but as far as lettuce festivals, every single one I've worked at, there's been at least one thunderstorm with lightning, which is technically you gotta leave the area and follow the protocol.
Did you guys go to the United Center for the Windy City?
Yes, I did. With the with the Michael Jordan statue in the middle. I found out that the Barry Sanders statue in Detroit that they revealed a couple years ago, same artist.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, it was awesome. I love going to different stadiums. It is a bucket list for me. And it especially baseball, tickets are so cheap. We got those tickets for $9.
Right over home plate.
And you could just really look into the stadium and see everything. You can get up, you can walk around, you can go into all the areas.
You can see the uniforms very nicely.
Mm-hmm. I need now that I'm getting blinder as I get older, I need to get some of those opera goggles, I think, to see the butts better.
You need a little...
Yeah, I need a little stethoscope.
Zoom.
Something. Yes.
I'm dead.
Hey, you gotta appreciate some hard work.
It's true.
Hardworking men out there.
Anything else for Texas?
I bet it will come up eventually.
Yeah.
Honestly, we can do what's in the air, and if anything pops up again. Do you have any what's in the air? No, this is aired out.
Oh yes.
Because this is a discussion.
Yeah. I haven't been able to. I'm so far behind. I haven't watched Last of Us.
What's in the air this week? Sorry for time.
No, you're good.
Cool.
I don't know I haven't watched I'm 2 episodes behind on Last of Us.
Oh.
I haven't listened to any of the podcasts that I normally listen to in the last week. I'm behind. I went to the gym today after 5 days off.
I have a what's in the air this week, and it is the Diddy trial. It's jury selection time. May 5th is when it started. A lot of really interesting things popped up. So they want 12 jurors and then 8 alternates. So I think they're looking for 20 in general. They're looking for a general. So this is in Manhattan. They have an array of types of people, of both economic, social, some ethnic backgrounds.
But you have to not know about the trial in order to be a juror. Is that
no,
correct?
They do. No, they can know. They can know.
Oh.
So they have a questionnaire, and so both sides of the defendants and the prosecutors have to agree on the jury selection. So
Correct.
they make these forms with these questions, and so they ask basically your knowledge about certain things. And this is all allegedly, by the way. Allegedly. I've just been watching some YouTube people talk about this.
Gotcha.
And apparently on the questionnaire, they ask your knowledge of about certain people. And names like Kanye West was brought up. So Cassie was brought up, obviously. Another interesting one that was brought up was Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child was also brought up.
That's random.
Do agree that is random. Why? Why would they ask about Michelle Williams?
That's so random.
Yes.
I've never seen her in
I
picture
don't know.
with him at all, ever.
I don't know why. It's very, and then they said a couple producers. That's like more obvious. Another funny thing that came up, which actually tickled me, they asked if anybody was involved in any criminal or been arrested or have a background, basically.
Gotcha.
This one girl said she was 16 and she went to a Potter World store and she got busted for stealing a wand.
Oh my gosh.
So, I don't know if they kept her or not, but she was very honest about her record. Oh, poor, sweet baby.
But I don't think she probably went to jail.
No, but it's something that would pop up on her background if she didn't go through a program to get it expunged. Do you? You didn't get it expunged? I did have a back. What?
Yeah, I went to one of these graveyards. I never paid that ticket either. I wonder.
What?
Yeah.
When?
At least 15 years ago. It's probably gone.
How old were you?
20, 21.
Oh, you were over 18?
Yeah.
I think, well, even if you're a first-time offender, I think you could go through a program to get it expunged. I was
caught. Doesn't it record after like 7 years?
Maybe. That's something I don't know.
I think it's something about 7 years, especially if it's not a felony.
Yeah. I got busted for shoplifting. I had an era where I was a bad girl, 18. I think it was, I was like working at that time. But at one point, my job closed as a diner waitress and I was getting unemployment checks. So I wasn't making nearly as much money. They would send me a check for like $56, $80. Like every 2 weeks. I was like,
That unemployment thing is so confusing to me. Like, why do they give people so little?
Well, I mean, at the time when I was a server, you made $2.65 in Michigan an hour. But
it's based on your hourly? I thought it was just like they can't give you your full amount; they'll just give you partial of it.
But also, I was a student at the time. Like my parents had to sign paperwork to let me. At 15, they would pick me up at 9:30 at night.
I can't believe they let you do it. It's 16 in Illinois.
15. Well, no, I think it is 16 in Michigan, but I think if with parents' permission, you could do it. And before I was doing that, I was a babysitter. So your girl has been hustling for a long time.
I used to work at a car wash.
Really?
Cars off, yeah, before I was 16.
Really?
Yes.
That's a new fun fact.
I was talking to somebody about this I was talking to Shannon about this because she lived near the area that I would do this.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know, maybe I've seen you, maybe I didn't. Yeah, I was there for like a couple years, and then I turned 16, and I started working at Walmart, and they changed the law as soon as I turned 16. Where
Are you serious?
If you were certain at 16, you couldn't work after 10 p.m.
Oh, see, when I was in high school, when I was 18, I turned 18. I was held back probably for when I was younger, probably for good reasons. Actually, I'm very glad I was in the class. I was.
The more it makes sense.
Yes. But I was 18 in October, my senior year, so I could legally bartend, which I did at a music venue / coffee shop. Yes. And we were making, $4 Long Island's on Tuesdays with open mics, and every now and then I would get up and do my own open mic and then stay past 2 a.m. because then it was the coffee
18
crowd.
is one thing. I'm saying 16, you couldn't work past 10 p.m.
Oh, I definitely did that. Well, I don't know if I did.
But I'm saying that's when the law changed as soon as I turned 16.
Oh, so what did they do? They're like, oh, we can't hire you?
No, I worked, and each of us would only get 4 hours because we couldn't stay past 10 p.m. and you have to go to school, you couldn't start work until a certain time. It was something.
That is something. Oh, but the Diddy trial. So, yes, so certain people were dismissed because they have also past histories and opinions on SA too.
Got you.
Which I thought was also interesting and also kind of crappy because I feel like the majority of women in particular have either been through SA, which you're gonna have to Google that on if you don't know what that means, or know somebody who has experienced SA.
Yeah,
It's like
I feel like everybody does.
Like the study, it came out like a strong 91% is what I saw. So I think that's gonna be really interesting. They also dismissed somebody who doesn't speak English, which makes sense. They have like scientists, professional movers, deli workers, and they age range from the age of 30 to 75. And so they're trying to get this decided by midweek. Then they're going to take May 7th and 8th to come up with opening arguments. And then it should start May 12th. So keeping my eye on all of this.
I'm not caught up on Karen Reed, but the Karen Reed jury selection, I think, took a very long time.
I can see why.
They kept dropping people, so
I keep tuning in on.
I don't anticipate this starting as soon as they say.
I can see that. I am watching whenever I can. I dip into the trial. It's a live broadcast on YouTube. Today they were talking to the lieutenant when I tuned in, and that's when they were releasing some of her voicemails to John. Mm-hmm. So that will be really interesting to read about later. Sometimes I just like to read the articles on things. I just get more information quicker. Sometimes people just take a minute.
Yeah, they roll on and on, like we're doing.
Yeah, right. Which is why I like certain people on YouTube that are like self-proclaimed reporters. Some of them take their time. Some of the other ones get to the point.
I'm gonna have to send you the girl who they have the people that are actually inside the courtroom, because that'd probably be the best.
Yeah, please send that to me. I'm very interested. But yeah, so that's one of my in the ears this week.
Okay. Nice.
Do you have anything coming up that you're looking forward to that might be in the air this week?
Oh yeah, you want to play that game?
We can.
Oh my gosh, we're 1 week away. 1 week away from Beyonce, and I told myself I'm gonna avoid watching the videos. I'm not gonna look at anything.
What are you talking about? I woke up to like 8 videos from you the next day after the first day of the tour.
I'm talking about it. I was supposed to avoid it, and I'm not avoiding it. I'm deep in it. I'm deep in it. Cowboy Carter, I'm ready. I'm not ready for the merch. There's so much merch.
I'm definitely not doing merch.
There's so much.
I found a really nice.
It looks so good though.
I found a really nice buyer on eBay that helped me get the hoodie for you for your birthday, and she was so sweet, and she gave me a great discount. I don't exactly know your name. I'll plug your name, but you have amazing stuff that I've never seen anywhere else.
There's so much merch.
Yeah.
It's insane. I'm excited.
I'm
just always excited. I don't.
Oh. What are you doing with your life?
I've been working.
Working?
Yes.
Right.
Working.
It's not like I haven't seen all that.
Yeah. We've just been working nonstop. Putting in the time, putting in the work.
Do you know what day you're going?
Thursday. It's my only day.
It's the only day I could possibly go to.
Yeah.
But
I have a friend trying to get me to take a shift. I was like, I can't go that day. That's Beyonce day.
Yeah.
That's what I said. It's Beyonce day. Sorry, bro.
You know that's a hard no.
Sorry, bro.
You know that's a hard no.
I was like, that's Beyonce day. I can't.
I'm also off Thursday. Actually, I have a friend staying with me. If I can eat all of my canned things, I think I'm going to be eating some black bean stew for the week. And I might be able to...
Water.
I see. Then I might be able to buy a nosebleed ticket, because now we know she's up there in the nosebleeds.
She travels
oh, by the way, sorry, friends who didn't want any Beyonce spoilers. I don't care. I'm sorry.
That's not a spoiler. That's good.
One of my friends doesn't know any. Well, we didn't say anything about the show.
Yeah, but saying that she goes around up in the air, she did that last concert.
Yeah.
That's not a spoiler.
Yeah, so for you nosebleed ticket seekers, there is that incentive to just go to the show.
Yeah, you will get to see her up close and personal. I like to personally see her up close all the time. Yeah. But
you hear that, Beyonce? We want to try to be as close to you as humanly possible. Yeah. That you will let us and your big bodyguard man friend.
Julius?
Yes, I love his videos. He seems like a big teddy bear who could ruin your life.
He's French.
Oh. I like that. I like that he's been with her forever. Yeah. And is so loyal.
I think they hired him once, and then they seen how good of a job they did, and then now he gets... I actually was wondering the other day, I wonder how much Julius makes.
I think I saw a video, it was $1 million a year.
That makes sense.
And also Taylor Swift also has this, and Taylor Swift has one bodyguard that's with her all the time. He makes $1 million a year.
Really?
And it's actually like, I was kind of surprised because when you look at him, you wouldn't think he's like a bodyguard because she's a very tall human, very tall girl. He might be shorter than her in heels. But he is always her shadow, and just like the way he moves and the way he has his head up and he's very aware of everything that's going on. That's something that size.
That's what they get paid for.
Yes.
Even one of our security guards has worked like for celebrities.
Yes. Shout out our friend.
Yeah.
Who's the bestest, most amazing human.
Yeah, last job he did was for Megan Thee Stallion, which is insane. But these people be having bodyguards on bodyguards on bodyguards, which I understand. So if I ever become famous, you better believe I'm going to have me 10 bodyguards. So don't try to get close.
We'll keep the applications on standby.
Back up.
We might just give you a phone call. Just choose a friend. But it has to be the right friend. Because this is remember we were talking about, like, if you had...
I don't want it to be a friend, because I don't...
Okay, yeah, that's the thing.
When I have to, like, make it a band, I don't want to be coming off as a dick to my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you want somebody to be professional with?
Yeah.
I mean, who could be professional with you 24 hours? See, that's what I thought when we were talking about what would we do with a lot of money, and I said I wouldn't tell anybody.
But sometimes you can't avoid that.
I know. But like, if I did, I was thinking I would hire somebody to do with my money good things, because we would obviously be busy with our things, but I would need somebody to man. And I was like, I would probably like hire this friend, or this friend. But I then also had that moment where I was like, I just want to make sure the job is getting done, and it's not like a situation for them to, we would talk, obviously.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
I'm going to pull the first card.
All right, so now we are going to get some Astro forecasting. Great. So we did start a retrograde. Oh, you just pulled it up immediately?
Yeah,
Celebration
I shuffled.
again? That's our second celebration, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, and it is
up.
upright.
It is upright.
Oh, then this is our victory tour.
Yep. We just got it done, and
We
now we're
did.
doing the damn thing.
Look at us.
Now let's
Oh.
remember what it means.
Yes. And then
I don't know if I looked it up the last time.
Well, while you look it up, I'm going to tell you that we do have one retrograde that started that's going to last a little bit longer, that's going to have more of an effect collectively. And it is going to be Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius now.
All right, so celebration. The
Holiday.
it's from Carrie.
Celebrate.
I don't know if you can see it. It's from Carrie. I'm sorry, I haven't got my nails clipped in a while. If it's upright, it means practice self-care and avoid overextending yourself.
That was not what I was expecting for celebration, actually.
So
That's what I'm doing tonight.
don't stretch yourself too thin.
And honestly, thank God that the podcast can be recorded seated. Is all I have to say. Excellent. Yes, so we got Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, which is going to be kind of more really looking into your own journey in your life and how you see yourself connecting to what is in the society right now. Maybe your circles are going through a change. There's kind of like, there was a hard awakening moment, I felt like, when Pluto went into Aquarius. It felt like people were really trying to detach from the norm and kind of break off and do their own thing, because Aquarius, which is what Javell is, he's an Aquarius, they are visionary, they are entrepreneurial, they are super thoughtful about humanity as a whole, and that's kind of a core piece of how they operate. Is this going to benefit society? Is this going to be something that affects the group at large? They don't necessarily think much about individuals in general, but they see and they can forecast the bigger picture, and they don't think necessarily in the present. They see how the future is going to come out, which is kind of really cool. The later zodiac signs, like your Aquarius, your Pisces, your Capricorn people are all, except maybe not necessarily Pisces. Pisces is kind of like in its own, I'll get to Pisces one day when it's Pisces season. But Aquarius and Capricorn in general, also because they are right next to each other, they only really care about the future. They don't see things as a stop and celebrate moment. It is a constant ladder climbing. Work is always going to be there, and it needs to be done. Honestly, work is never done, honestly, to both of you workaholics, in my opinion. But I'm going to do something different today. I'm going to do a speed pull tarot cards for each sign. So I hope you enjoy. So we're going to start with Aries. Aries, your card this week is Knight of Wands reverse. You might have a fuckboy in your life who is not, and sorry, that's just what I get with wands, wand energy. Knight of Wands is like somebody who's kind of working to be a king and taking their time, and they're kind of like in that process, and they're not king yet, but they're trying to, but reverse, fuckboy energy, sorry. Taurus, we've got Eight of Wands reverse. You are in limbo about some sort of situation. Information is not coming through. You're getting delayed messages. Might need to update some things. Maybe you need to clear out the chat. I don't know. Next, we have Gemini. Gemini, the Fool reverse. You are probably delayed starting a new journey, and you might want to see if you have everything you need before you completely take a step forward. Cancer, you've got everything's reversed today. Wow. You've got Three of Pentacles in reverse. You might be dealing with a work situation that you might be dealing with somebody two-faced. Something with a group, a collective is not surfacing. Something's not up front in your face. Watch out. Next we have, oh my God, Six of Pentacles reverse for Leos. Six of Pentacles is going to be your community card.
You shuffle.
I did shuffle. I shuffled under the card. Well, in a second. I'll shuffle at Libra because that's halfway through. But Leo's Six of Pentacles reverse. Somebody in your maybe old circle friends, somebody in your childhood friends, somebody in your community, maybe like in the cousins realm, also isn't being upfront with you. Maybe watch out for that also. Next we have, finally an upright. For Virgos, you got a King of Swords coming in. That's exciting. Somebody wants to communicate with you. They want to maybe lock it down. They want to talk to you. They want to get to know you. They want to plan with you. They see a future. Next we have, okay, so we're at Libra. Do a quick little shuffle. Libra, which is my sign, we got the Four of Cups upright. I'm so indecisive. It's not Libra's indecision. You've got a few offers on the table, not really sure what to do. You might want to go with your gut feeling and don't make any decisions right away. Next we have Scorpios, the devil. Met a lot of Scorpios. Scorpio, like it's a very the devil's a very material card. You might be thinking about your possessions. You might be thinking about your relationships because like even relationships are material things, right? They're like physical in your life. They have meaning. You might have something coming in. You might be working hard for your money. You might be also sacrificing something for your own higher up spirit. You know, very materialistic card. Let's be real. Next, okay, where am I at, Scorpio? Sagittarius, you got the Judgment card. You got a decision coming in, and you have to really kind of take account where you're at in your life and which way you want to go, and your decisions will have consequential actions, or your decisions will have consequential actions, yes. All right, did I do Sag? Yep, I'm at Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the Queen of Cups reversed. Somebody's not filling your cup. Somebody who said they were going to be there might not be showing up in a way that you thought was happening. And so you might want to reevaluate that particular situation. Next, we have Aquarius. It is the Chariot reverse, means that you're not like, Chariot I would say is like moving your house, moving your life situation, and you might be wanting to move or something like that. I would definitely rethink that. I would rethink picking up and starting all over, or you're not getting the information you need before you like re-sign a lease or do something of that nature. Or maybe there's something in your community that needs to be looked at. Next, we have Pisces, thank you. Pisces, Seven of Pentacles. All right, you've got options coming in, especially like Spirit is putting forth things in your face and telling you which way to go, but you are looking at everything kind of maybe trying to see what the best option available for you is, and some things might look like good on paper, but Spirit wants you to go a certain way, but it's like it's you're looking up at like a library and you don't see the book that you're looking for, but like this one book that you might need might have a very nice binding that is, or something of that nature that is like life is trying to tell you where to go, but you might not sure which way. But take the sign, read the sign that you're getting, that you're downloading, and that's that. I feel like that was.
Aries?
Did I do Aries?
I don't know. How many cards you have here?
Oh, that's great. Great. Can you count for me? But if you liked that little segment, I felt like that felt good. Instead of just when I do astrology or I do a tarot read. Thank you. Perfect. When I do a tarot read or astrology read, it's a different compartment in the brain, and sometimes it's really hard to just switch it over. Like sometimes I finally did the reading for my friend where I went into it and I was just getting like natural inspiration or downloads, or maybe I was just like really in the mood for it, but it flowed super effortlessly, so that felt good. And if you ever need help with anything, please feel free to DM me. I would love to help in any way I can. So thank you for helping me. Javell just helps me with everything. Okay.
She can remember all this astrology stuff. I can tell you one thing: she can remember shit else.
Aww.
I'm dead.
At least you said I remember some stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
Thank you. All right. That was great.
Next?
That was
What's
great.
next?
Well, we already did air it out. I guess latest obsessions we can kind of go into. I did have a thought. Back to the festival again. So we had to take the Bassett for Texas, which, by the way, whoever runs your program, thank you so much. Thank you for making it very seamless, very easy, and cheap. That was great because we had to have that certification. But I did not realize, coming from Michigan, the laws are different, that you can drink with your parents at the age of 18. And I guess,
I think it's younger than that.
Is it?
Yes.
Look at me in my best at training. I'm sorry, guys. Brain is just not braining.
As long as the parent buys it and you're okay with it, you can drink.
And so that was different to see out in the wild, to see a bunch of drunk kids, which another thing too, I remember that.
Yeah.
But like Europe, you could drink at a young age, and I'm sure they also get sauced. I'm certain. But
in Mexico too.
From
We're
what
the only ones that get 21 and older. They're supposed to trying to change it to 18 apparently.
Well, here's the thing about the United States. Their liquor percentage is higher than anywhere else in the world, I'm pretty certain. When I was talking to Bombay when we were working at Soho House, which, by the way, I support Bombay so much because they're a zero-waste distillery in England. They have a whole greenhouse, glass house system, and Zach Coe went even, and he was telling me all about it. And they have like a water mill system. There's a creek with how they generate energy. From what they told me, they didn't hire anybody that was 15 minutes further away to kind of keep the emissions of the car and cost of getting them there.
Okay.
Yeah, like it is a full-blown operation. And then the greenhouses with the glass house, they grow all of their botanicals there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured that when you said that. But
yes.
The 15 minutes emission thing is crazy because, Taylor Swift loves her.
What?
Remember they were giving Taylor a hard time about her playing?
Oh, I still kind of judge her a little bit on that. But like, if you ever seen Taylor Swift's flight pattern for the Euro tour, it's okay. So this is like a double-edged sword, right? She did do all of that. We can be angry about specific things. We can be angry about environmental things.
All of us get on a plane, and obviously she's touring, so she's going to fly more.
And she brought so much economical success everywhere she went.
Correct.
When she was in Chicago, we were busy every night for her tour, and all of her fans were very nice. And then when I saw all the incentives she gives even her truck drivers, and she gave them an extra $100,000 bonus.
Like that. Yeah, everybody got a bonus. I was like, that's great. So
I am big fan Taylor Swift business lady.
Yeah,
honestly,
I feel that. She
makes
good songs.
Very thoughtful. I do like some songs. I'm just different. I'm about to go see one of my favorite high school bands, Seether. I won't say the date, but I'm very excited. It's just like I really like a lot of hard rock and guitar in my face. That's just my preference. But then again, I'm very eclectic because I'll definitely still go to Beyonce and cry when my favorite song comes on. and I have to remember to not shout so loud in the videos so I can have proper
Yeah, I will
recordings.
not. If I'm recording, I'm not singing because I don't know what was coming out of my mouth, but it did not sound good.
Same. As for me, I didn't. But
Because in my car, I am Beyonce, but in that video, I am cock-a-doodle-doo.
just literally transcending mentally to like the happiest place. We're dancing so much. It is somebody we've spent hundreds of hours listening to, and it is just a different experience live.
It is.
It is. It's so huge fan of live music, but I've had the Seether tickets for a very long time. And the reason why I bought it this time, because the last tour, I got like a signed poster and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm very excited about that. And that's going to be it for me probably for the summer because we're about to lock in hard. And I forget that summer scheduling is coming.
I'm still trying to do like Kendrick and SZA in June.
Yeah, just please send me the book report because I probably can't.
And then System of a Down in September.
Oh, goodness.
We're in for
That experience. So that's something we did last year, which they canceled this year, was the Sick New World Festival. One day. It was just one day.
One whole day.
And they had 4 stages.
And
And so, oh,
one short day, never mind.
one short day in the Emerald City. Sorry, had to get it out. I had to lean back. I know, I didn't.
If that hurt your ears, please let me know because I will keep her down.
Yeah, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're running quite well.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah.
We'll cut. No, I probably won't cut this one.
Yeah,
this all felt great.
Yeah.
Oh, but the latest obsession. But even I'm not obsessed with kids drinking. I think that's very weird. But I was very
Obsessed with the fact that it was allowed.
that you could see it in that poor child who was just passed.
So after the game, we went to a bar and
Texas won. Did I get right? No.
Texas Live.
Dang it.
But I don't know. That's not.
I've been messing up the name all
That
week.
we were at when that happened. That wasn't that bar. It was a different bar. I don't remember.
But it was like that outside bar.
Yeah, correct. Well, there was a bunch of them, but we were outside and we were talking, and then next thing you know, everybody's screaming, and we're like, "What is going on?" And there's this teenager face planted on the ground.
Yep. He out.
Yeah. I hear boom.
Lights out.
Yeah, he was gone.
That was
But
shocking.
he got up though, and then
Good job.
he was able to walk away too. Maybe he just fainted.
I hope.
I don't know if it was
I
alcohol.
hope.
I think he just
Maybe
fainted because he walked away because when the people the paramedics or whatever came looking for him, he was already walking away and they didn't even know who they were looking for because he wasn't looking disillusioned or whatever.
I feel like when you were younger, you will usually have an experience of finding out that there is a limit because you're young.
I
you
don't know if
think
he
you're
was
super
drunk
young.
because I looked at him. And he didn't look like he was drunk. He just like he
But
probably
it wasn't
fainted.
hot out. It was like gray that day.
People would just faint from like dehydration or anything.
Right. But even if he was drunk and he just like had a moment that happens.
But he didn't look drunk. He got up and he was just like.
Maybe
Could
he
be
had
his
like
face, yeah.
narcolepsy.
Maybe.
That's a thing. I've seen it happen a couple times actually with people who actually have narcolepsy. It's wild. They'll be having a full-blown conversation with you and then literally starts at the knees, will crumble into a little pile. And the first time I saw it, I already had like 911 about to dial. And then the person just popped back up and just took another Adderall. They were prescribed Adderall just for their narcolepsy, which makes sense.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's it.
Do you have any any
already said mine.
air moments as I remember?
As I remember.
They keep keep the train slightly on the rails.
Yeah. I remember. So I had the road to myself on the plane. I met this person. And, the margaritas had margaritas.
Indeed. Oh, is this recent?
This was yesterday.
Oh, I don't know the story. You did not tell me this.
Yeah. So I had a little moment on the plane. Yeah, that was it.
What do you mean? So you had a moment, is what you remember?
Yep.
Was it like a cute moment?
Mm-hmm. It was nice. It was nice.
Was he also celebrating Cinco de Mayo?
I don't think so. I think I was the only one twisted and turned.
Did they? Were they friendly? Nice?
He was very friendly. But the funny thing
about.
is, like, we were like having a conversation about this couple next to us.
Oh.
Because they were arguing, and
no.
the girl was on her phone and she was texting.
Oh
She was writing a note, and it was like
it's deep.
a 4-page letter.
It's deep when they're writing a novel.
And he was like peeking over her shoulder trying to see what she was writing, but he couldn't see. It was insane. And then I had the guy that I'm talking about. He was trying to look over and like we even got on our phone to see if we can zoom in and see what she's saying. It was hilarious. It was pretty fun. It was a fun flight. It was a fun 2 hours.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I just had a concert downloaded on my YouTube and I just watched the concert on my phone.
I had my headphones in, so he was in a row across from me, but it was 3 of them, and I was in a row by myself. So I was like, "Do you want to sit here?" And I'll move over to the window, and then he moved, and then that's when we were talking, and then we were talking about them. I was like, "I don't think that's going well."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was. I wonder how that went. We were talking about that because I ended up getting his Instagram. I was like,
"Hey,"
he's like, "Do you think they're still together?" I'm like, "I highly doubt it."
You made a friend at the airport? I made a friend at the airport.
No, mine was on the plane.
Oh, that's different. I usually will not talk to somebody on the plane.
I've met several people on the plane before. Yeah, on the way to Vegas for my friend's birthday, I met 2 people. We were buying each other bottles of champagne and getting lit on the way to Vegas.
I love that.
And then we end up meeting. I ended up meeting up with the lady. I didn't end up seeing the guy again, but the lady came to the hotel we were staying at. I went down and met her and met her daughters and whatever. It was pretty funny.
That's actually lovely.
Yeah.
I love when people are open to friendships. And if you're a good person, I'll be your friend. I will. We're about to be done.
All right, let's finish.
I am now starting to feel a little buzzed.
Podcast and drinking.
I can't wait to go home. I love all of you. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And share with your friends.
Please.
Thank you. We'll be putting this all over the socials.
Oh, God.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, sweet home, Alabama.
Oh, help.
It was not that bad. I have another one if you want it.
No. Maybe.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.
Bye.
I'm Javell.
I'm Abby and I'm dying.
Good night.
Good night. Go Tigers.
Rawr.